Right now at 5, the trial continues for the man accused of killing his wife. The key testimony on day 3.
And the city of La Crosse weighs a $2 million property purchase.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
Well, we'll start with the weather.
Yeah, let's take a live look outside with our city cam. Pretty nice out there. We had a case of full spring today, but more snow may be on the way for tomorrow. Let's send it over to Greg.
Yeah, music to some ears, probably not others that want to see it. But yes, snow's back in the picture. Winter's coming back. Roaring is tomorrow. So we have alert day conditions for tomorrow. Unlike the last system that we don't have the wind with this one, we won't have the big snow totals, but still it's going to average maybe up to 6 inches in a few areas. So that'll have slick, snowy travel likely for tomorrow. Now today, obviously a lot of 50s out there. You can see the darker shade where the snowpack Decorah kept areas into the 40s there, but all in all, very nice, even a few 60s as you go further west. Now, the cold front is coming through, but don't expect much going on right now. 50s, but you notice the wind west, northwest at 15 to 20, and that's really the main impact this evening is the gusty winds as that front comes through and the colder air becomes into the system. Right now, everyone's in the 40s, up to the north 44, it's dropped. Otherwise, still in the 50s as that cold front comes through. You look at the wind speeds, they have definitely picked up. You got 15 to 20 at Eau Claire, even in Minneapolis. So that west-northwest wind is coming this evening with all that cold air. Minus that, then we have the snow coming in for Saturday. Unfortunately, winter's back. But we do have a little bit more milder temperatures going into next week, so we'll time all that out and explain it a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. And a reminder, you can always track weather on your block by downloading our First Warn weather app. Well, day 3 in the Zachary Fritz trial. He's accused of fatally stabbing his wife in 2024 more than 50 times.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk is outside of the courthouse with the latest. Grace.
On the stand today, a forensic psychiatrist who believes Fritz knew what he was doing during the crime. His attorneys claim his mental illness should make him not responsible, but the doctor says he doesn't believe that Fritz has bipolar disorder. His opinion is based on a review of records, interviews, and body cam footage from Fritz's arrest.
He certainly is upset, or once in a while he certainly is irritable that the police officers are not letting him see his wife's body. But that is not how a person who's experiencing mania would behave.
2 more witnesses testified, a former co-worker and a neighbor. Both say Fritz appeared normal leading up to his wife's death. Now, the trial was expected to wrap up today, but things took a little too long. Testimony will pick back up on March 9th. Reporting in La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Grace. An ICE protest today in Viroqua.
Democracy is an active sport, and we have to keep speaking up for it.
The protest happening at the intersection of Decker and North Main Street. Over a dozen people showed up. The group's main frustration are the tactics ICE is using.
La Crosse Common Council will vote on a $2 million purchase next week. A resolution would allow the city to buy the Radisson Center on 2nd Street. That's right next to the La Crosse Center. The agreement includes a deed restriction that would block the site from becoming a hotel or restaurant. A new push to save Emerson Elementary School. The La Crosse Heritage Preservation Commission is studying its historic value. Emerson is scheduled to close as part of the district's consolidation plan. The district worries designated it a landmark would limit uses for the building.
A News 8 follow-up, a travel alert to pass along. Highway 35 reconstruction work resumes on Monday. It's happening between Sunnyside Drive and the La Crosse-Vernon County line. Motorists will see single-lane closures, and the project should wrap up by November.
Walmart is agreeing to a $100 million settlement of driver pay deception. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul says the chain offered drivers less money than promised after accepting work, also allegedly keeping portions of customer tips that were supposed to go entirely to drivers. Wisconsin drivers will receive more than $600,000.
High school students showing off their skills today at Western Technical College. 16 school districts competed in the FCCLA Regional Star Competition. Students were judged on everything from culinary arts, public speaking, to community service.
It's a career and technical student organization. Most schools have it. It's part of their family and consumer science programs. So students are able to join, and then they do a lot of community service.
An award ceremony wrapped up the event.
West Salem Middle School students are participating in Winter Wellness Day. The annual event brings the kids to multiple areas across the region. Today, stopping by Mount La Crosse, Fort McCoy's Sledding Hill, and Lake Onalaska for some ice fishing.
We started it to try to promote different types of wellness, physical wellness, social wellness, emotional wellness, mental wellness, and it's just kind of blossomed from there.
It's a good thing because then kids have not just everyday school, they have something fun to do.
And Toma 8th graders also hit the slopes today for their annual ski day.
Well, another big day at the state wrestling tournament in Madison.
Let's check in with our Cade Overton live in the Kohl Center. Cade.
Yeah, guys, and it's a little empty right now. Doors open at 6 o'clock, but at 7, we've got maybe my favorite session of the tournament, the semifinals. You're either into tomorrow night's finals or you're knocked down to the lower bracket. Now, we've got 18 area kids going at it tonight, including 6 kids from Holman, 5 boys, 1 girl, 5 kids from Aquinas, 2 from West Salem, or 1 from West Salem Bangor, 2 from GET Melman, and a couple of girls, including Riley Hanrahan, who's looking to defend her state title. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I'll have full coverage of the semifinals later at 10, and I'll also have another preview coming up at 6.
Sounds like a plan, Cade. Thanks.
Former President Bill Clinton testifying before a small group of lawmakers over his ties to Jeffrey Epstein.
Torian Small reports.
A motorcade believed to be former President Bill Clinton's arrived at the Chappaqua Performing Arts Center Friday. Inside, he told the House Oversight Committee that he, quote, saw nothing and did nothing wrong in connection with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
President Clinton, as of right now, is cooperative and answering all of our questions.
In a prepared opening statement, Clinton said, as someone who grew up in a home with domestic abuse, not only would I not have flown on his plane if I had any inkling of what he was doing, I would have turned him in myself and led the call for justice for his crimes, not sweetheart deals.
This is the first time a former president was forced to testify before Congress under subpoena. This comes after he and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton were threatened with contempt charges.
No one's accusing anyone of any wrongdoing, but I think the American people have a lot of questions.
In his prepared remarks, the former president, who appears in multiple photos in the Epstein files, also slammed the committee for dragging his wife into the investigation. She testified Thursday.
I don't know how many times I had to say I did not know Jeffrey Epstein.
Democrats on the committee want President Trump to testify.
This is not a hoax. He has not been exonerated, and we have serious questions for President Trump.
There are also bipartisan calls to hear from Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. A photo shows him in the blue shirt and several others on Epstein's island. Lutnick has not been accused of any wrongdoing. Torian Small, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The military buildup gets bigger. Coming up, as Iran talks intensify, a new warning from the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem.
Plus, the big change coming to Target, the popular items being pulled from the shelves.
Monday morning, hearing loss isn't just for boomers. A local audiologist shares a surprising trend on Mindful Monday, and Art has your post-weekend warm-up and cool down when we see you at 5 a.m.
Save more at Hy-Vee this Saturday and Sunday. Save on Dole raspberries or blackberries, just $1.98. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Plus, save on Chobani Greek yogurt and Marie Callender's bowls or Healthy Choice steamers, only at Hy-Vee.
The 11% rebate is here at Menards. Stock up. All prices are value after 11% rebate. A bottle of bleach is just $2.22. Windshield washer fluid only $2.29 a gallon. Protect your floors with a Contours entry mat, just $5.99. 40-pound clumping cat litter is only $8.89. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Discover a level of comfort you never thought possible. Discover stressless seating at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Designed to harmonize with your body's natural movements, it's the premier destination for relaxation and rejuvenation. And right now, you can take an additional 10% off the complete line of stressless living room furniture. The savings won't last, so don't delay. Don't wait, it's time for Stressless. On sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
To everyone who values tradition, what does tradition mean to you?
Our family's been doing fish fry here for years.
At Culver's, we make our fish fry the way tradition deserves.
Hand battered, right here in the restaurant.
Right here.
Right here.
The food here never disappoints.
And the best part, we get to sit and enjoy the company. Hey.
Helping you spend time with your family, it's what we're all about.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah, I joke, my ears were her Valentine's gift a year ago. So
yeah.
Something I'd been thinking about, and so Valentine's Day was coming around, and I had spoke to Tom a couple times, but never made anything definite, and so I just kind of made the definite plan and made it happen, and glad I did. Wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he can actually participate in conversations now and not just shaking his head.
Better hearing is a better life.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
President Trump is still debating whether to carry out military strikes on Iran. In the meantime, the military buildup continues. CBS's Natalie Brand is at the White House.
President Trump on Friday signaled he's not happy with progress on nuclear negotiations as the administration weighs potential strikes against Iran.
We haven't made a final decision. We're not exactly happy with the way they negotiated. They cannot have nuclear weapons.
Today, Oman's foreign minister, who's been mediating the indirect talks between Iran and the U.S., met with Vice President J.D. Vance and said he shared details of the ongoing negotiations and added peace is within our reach. Iran's foreign minister said they made good progress with additional technical talks scheduled for next week in Vienna.
The costs of failure are now very clear to all sides. Everybody understands that although there is a military option, there is no military solution to this dilemma.
The president, who's ordered the largest military buildup in the region in decades, acknowledged the risk.
You know, when there's war, there's a risk in anything, both good and bad.
The State Department issued an advisory Friday authorizing non-emergency U.S. government personnel and family members to leave Israel due to safety risks.
Israeli citizens say they're always on heightened alert.
The safe place is always ready. We have water, we have emergency kit, we always have things that is ready over there in case.
All right, guys.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is expected to travel to Israel next week. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The military accidentally shooting down a government drone in West Texas. It was a Customs and Border Patrol drone. A laser destroyed it. The agency reportedly failed to notify the military it was in the area. Weeks ago, the Pentagon shot down what they thought was a drug cartel drone. It turned out to be a party balloon. President Trump ordering all federal agencies to stop using technology from AI giant Anthropic, coming just an hour before the Pentagon's deadline, demanding the company allow unrestricted military use of its technology. But the company's CEO refused, saying he won't allow the AI programs to be used for mass surveillance of Americans or autonomous weapons.
I am concerned that AI may be uniquely well suited to autocracy and to deepening the repression that we see in autocracies.
This is something that's much bigger than the Industrial Revolution. This is bigger than the invention of nuclear weapons.
Pentagon officials also threatening to label the company a supply chain risk, a designation typically stamped on foreign adversaries.
A big change is coming to Target. The chain will only sell cereals without synthetic colors. The change starts by the end of May. Target says the move comes as consumers demand for healthier options. We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, unfortunately, winter is returning for the weekend, and that means we got snow Saturday, cold temperatures Monday, but we do see milder temperatures as we go throughout next week. So we'll break all that down coming up on your first warm weather update after the break.
This President's Day, Home Furniture celebrates with savings. Get up to 10% off sale prices like this 5-piece sectional, now just $17.99. Plus, get 3-year special financing during the President's Day sale, going on now at Home Furniture.
We are the Dillows. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now switch to T-Mobile and get free phones for $0 down. Plus 4 lines for only $25 per month per line.
Better service, better price, win-win.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products you want and need at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Right now, during our spring workwear event, men's work and sport short sleeve pocket tees are $12.99. Half off these men's Wolverine work boots, $59.99 while supplies last. And these special buy men's Carhartt jeans, just $19.99. Find value on the things you value. Lane's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Your gut is like a garden, growing both good bacteria and bad. That balance is key to a healthy gut environment. Benefiber's plant-based prebiotic fiber gently nourishes the good bacteria, working with your body to help your gut and you flourish effortlessly every day. Grow what feels good with Benefiber.
The pain was so much that I couldn't really focus on my job.
Plantar fasciitis. I just was not a happy person.
And I saw the Good Feet store.
And then all of a sudden, I just get these arch supports.
I'm just happier. I feel happier.
It was amazing.
It's a lot easier to be nice when you're not uncomfortable. It's pretty awesome.
The arch supports are never coming out of my shoes.
Nothing worked for me until I walked into that store. It changed my life.
I don't really know if I could put a price on that.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
It's time to nominate your favorite business for Best of La Crosse County. Make your nominations in each category now through March 9th. The top 5 in each category will move on to the final round. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
During the President's Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get 10% off sale prices on Prana Sleep and Thomas Cole Sleep. This Aurora Queen is just $8.99. Plus, get 3-year special financing. The President's Day mattress sale going on now at Home Sleep Express.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Yeah, we definitely have winter rolling right back in. Now tonight with the winds, it'll be one story with the cold air coming in, but it's that little disturbance that's going to ride along and slide southeast right through our area that's going to provide the snow. So we'll see accumulation, but there's two big buts from what we had last week. We're not going to see the snow amounts we had the previous system, and we're not going to have the wind this time around either. But still, there'll be slick travels going throughout the daytime tomorrow. Probably late morning, early afternoon is when the snow accumulation probably is the best. So once again, that's why we have alert days on for that travel issue that'll go on with the accumulation of snow that we're expecting. Now, overall winter weather advisories, nor that winter warning that is not out. Winter weather advisories basically are pretty much covering this whole area. Give or take, now this whole area is not going to see the highest amounts. It's a very narrow area that might get up to 5 or even 6 inches. Outside of this area, you're still going to see some snow accumulation, just minor activity, but right now there's a little bit of uncertainty as we go. So overall, the amounts we're expecting, it's this 3 to 6 area that really can be shifting up and down a little bit too. Beyond that, further south you go, 1 to 3, 1 to 3 as you go further north for Eau Claire, and pretty much maybe 1 or less as you go into Rusk County. Now, this could change, but this is what we're expecting right now. Most areas will probably be well under 6 inches, but a few of those areas in between that darker shade could get up to 6 inches once again as we go throughout. Really right now, here's the cold front that's coming through that already actually came through this afternoon. You have the winds that are behind it picking up, so that's ushering the cold air. The system that we're monitoring is just now starting to develop over in Montana, and it's just going to slide basically from Montana all the way down to Twin Cities and down into southern Wisconsin here throughout the next 24 hours, and that's what we're looking at. If we look at it kind of coming in, the morning probably will be fairly dry. Unless you're west of the Mississippi, you might see a few flurries out there or snow showers come in. It's really by about 7 a.m. I got the 3D look here a little bit to show you where the darker colors are. That's a little bit higher snow rate. That looks to be coming right in about late morning to early afternoon. Some point between Eau Claire and maybe La Crosse, that little area will come through. That's when you could pick up maybe 1 inch per hour snow rate, maybe a little bit more. By the time we get to the afternoon, you see the dark shades kind of go away. It's more just general light snow in the afternoon. So accumulations will continue, but I think the snow rates will come down in the afternoon. We'll start wrapping up this, but probably not until the late afternoon or early evening hour with a few flurries remaining. Once again, the winds will turn around from the north, but we're not expecting much speeds better than maybe 10 to 15 at the most. So that won't be a factor really to get into. Overnight tonight, our temperatures are going to fall back into the teens, probably hold steady as we get later in the night, given the wind. The cloud cover will start increasing a little bit colder as you go further north and east. They won't see the cloud cover till a little bit later. Tomorrow, not much change for temperatures if you have the snow going on. We're barely going to get maybe a couple degrees from the overnight low. Further north back in the 20s. Once again, this is closer to average for the middle of January, not almost the first part of March. Now Sunday, good news is sunshine, dry conditions. That'll be out. Unfortunately, it won't do much with the temperatures, just a few degrees warmer than we had for Saturday. A few areas may get close to 30. Then as we go to Monday, that's when we start seeing a little bit more change. Temperatures getting up to the mid to upper 30s, maybe a few 40s out there, still dry, but the pattern after this starts to get a little bit more active and milder as we go throughout. As we look at skip that too. There's your 8-day forecast. As we go throughout, you can see we start getting into the 40s, even mid 40s, but we start seeing more rain opportunities for a couple systems at least coming through that could provide us with some rain. But overall, it's a milder condition as we go to the second half of next week. So definitely, if you're out traveling, just keep that in mind. Once again, we don't have the wind, which will help. We don't have the highest snow amounts that are coming, but definitely will be something if you're traveling to keep in mind.
All right. Thanks very much, Greg. And coming up next, a wild scene during a soccer game. The rush to give a bird CPR.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi.
Most people achieved clearer skin from head to toe. Many were 100% plaque-free. And many were completely clear, even at 5 years.
People also saw significant improvement in pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
It's time to nominate your favorite business for Best of La Crosse County. Make your nominations in each category now through March 9th. The top 5 in each category will move on to the final round. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
When you need shockingly good service, call Sparks Electric in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Guaranteed to call you back within 1 business day. Sparks Electric. Sparking confidence, powering peace of mind.
In La Crosse, great bread doesn't have to be complicated. Bucket of Bread baking kits make it simple. Just add water, mix, let rise, and bake. From artisanal style breads and pizzas to cinnamon buns, pretzels, bagels, and more, one kit gives you endless possibilities. No mess, no stress. Just real baking made easy for real life. Ships nationwide with free local pickup. Order online at bucketofbread.com. Bucket of Bread. Simple ingredients, meaningful baking. Veteran owned.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
In Turkey, an incredible moment during a soccer game.
A player rushing to save a seagull after it was whacked by the ball in the air. The player performed CPR to revive the bird, and the bird survived, but it did have a damaged wing.
That almost looks fake. That almost looks that it's unbelievable. Like that hit, and then the recovery, the revival.
And we're not talking mouth to beak, by the
No,
way.
that's what I thought initially.
Fingers
yeah.
around the rib cage to mimic heart compression or something like that to get the rhythm back.
Yeah.
And I guess that works. So
Yeah.
that's some quick thinking
That
right there by a
was
soccer
great,
player.
great thinking, and I'm happy the bird's okay.
Yeah.
Gosh. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
If you have aging or cracked sewer lines that need to be replaced, choose Maxwell White. We make sewer replacements a stress-free process and make sure your lines are good to go for many years to come. For a limited time only, we're offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
February in downtown La Crosse is for the romantics, the besties, the it's complicated, and the people who are just here for the cocktails. Start your night with a little something beautiful at Monet Floral because yes, flowers still hit. Then make it a whole vibe at Four Sisters Wine Bar and Tapas with cozy pours and shareable bites. Want something with a little edge? Head to La Crosse Distilling Company for craft cocktails that set the mood. Feeling hungry? Buzzard Billy's brings bold flavor, big energy, and the kind of date night menu that never disappoints. And when it's time for late night magic, Sweet Beats Jazz Lounge delivers live music, dim lighting, and that stay a while atmosphere. Wrap it up with a downtown classic at the Rivoli Theater and Pizzeria. Pizza, a movie, and a perfect excuse to make a night of it. Whether you're booed up, situation shift, or just out for fun, Downtown La Crosse is your February mood. Find the full February guide and plan your night at lacrossedowntown.com.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
Before helping prevent migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans.
And look at me now.
You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible to help give that forget you get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Ask your doctor about Qulipta to help prevent migraine.
Thinking of updating my kitchen?
Yeah?
Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen, doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
From clogged drains to new faucet installations, we've got you covered. Since 1994, we've served homeowners across the area to make sure their plumbing is done right. So call us today and see what done right looks like for your home's plumbing.
All right, there's your snow tomorrow. Generally about 7 a.m. to about 4 p.m. Accumulations that 3 to 6 could kind of change here and there, but not all areas in there. We'll see that 6 inches, very few of them, but otherwise it's going to be a cold weekend. We do recover as we go through Monday, and next week's milder. Unfortunately, that does come with a more wet pattern towards the end of the week.
All right, that'll do it for us at 5.
We'll see you right back here at 6.